Hello there. Name's well spent. Owner of this fine lot. How can I help you today? You want to buy a car? Well, I'm glad. Because this being a car lot, I don't have much in the way of anything else. So, is this going to be your first car? That's great. Always love a first-time buyer. I find that they're the ones with a more open mind, willing to explore and discover their first and future cars. So, what's the budget? What do you do for a living? An actor? Does that pay well? To a degree. That's fine. Glad to hear it. Were you looking to drive yourself to Hollywood then? See? I'm good, aren't I? I can read people like I can read a Pennsylvania newspaper. It's a skill. Now, this skill I only use for good. And by good, I mean getting you your first car. So, let's take a look around the lot and find you the right car. As we walk and talk, remind me again, what was your budget? 2,000. We'll definitely be able to find a car for that price around here. Ah. You like this? Well, you should. This is a 1964 white Falcon. Around 9 to 10 years old now, but still in great condition. I have always loved the Ford Falcon. It's the '64 Mustang in sheep's clothing. You see the absolutely beautiful chrome trim that runs along the side? To me, that reminds me of a rocket ship. A shame that these were discontinued. Take a look on the inside, and you'll find the Wimbledon white exterior. That's the original colour, by the way. Also, all of the best features you can find or want in a car. AM radio, big trunk with a spare inside, a beautiful 260 engine with a 2-speed automatic transmission. This is a thing of beauty. However, this is slightly out of your price range, I'm afraid. This is $4,998. A bit more than what you've got today. So let's move on before you get too heartbroken. Okay? Now this is something more to your speed. A blue 63 Buick Riviera. First thing I've got to tell you, it's exactly 2,000. So that's all your money gone right there. And all of these cars will need some gas. I recommend that anyway. Everyone wants to go out on their first big drive straight out of the gate. But you need gas for that. If you want this car, I'd come back with another 20, 30 bucks on top. So on your first drive, you're not just driving it home. Now the car itself is incredible. You'll see the distinctive body style and fighter plane cockpit setup. Of course you do. The blue paintwork is pristine, as good as when it was first made. To match, the outside of the inn. The levers are medium blue as well. Under the hood is a 465 Wildcat 425cc engine, still with its original wiring. Take a look at the wheels, and you'll see these stunning 15-incher hubcaps. Look at them shine in the daylight. Additionally, there's another Hancock white tire in the trunk, because you always need a spare wherever you are. Besides that, your regular features are in here too. AC, FM, AM radio, cruise control, remote trunk release. You get the idea. So, what do you think? You like? Yeah, me too. Now let me tell you, there's been some guys in this week coming by and looking at this car. I think if you don't get this car today, it might not be here tomorrow. I can't help but notice that another car has caught your interest. Is it that one over there? Yeah. Alright then, let's head over there. Almost had it. This is the 58 Plymouth Fury, known around these parts as Christine. She has that famous Fury trim. Shines as bright as the sun, never smudging. Paintwork is red and white, with a white top. The undercarriage is untouched, very clean and rust-free. Under the hood, it has a V8 engine with an automatic transmission. Pretty standard for a custom piece. Now, it might look completely gorgeous, and don't get me wrong, it is. I don't think you'd want it. Why? Well, this car has had a history, and not a great one. In the last year, this car has had 13 owners. That's around one a month. And why is that? The car is left abandoned by its owners. It's not damaged or anything. It's always found in perfect condition, sometimes better. But the owners, they just leave the car in the woods, in a car park, on the street, on the drive. I've added to the release of the car that if it's found abandoned within its first 30 days, the car is automatically brought back to the lot. It seems extreme, but with every release of this car and its eventual abandonment, I have tried to contact the owners, and they can never get through. It's almost like they just vanish or something. Now, you might like the car, but would you honestly keep it? Yeah, well, they all say that. You want to know more about the car? Very well. Like I said, it's a custom car, built to order for a guy named Roland. That's the guy who named it Christine. And it's remained true to his design since its birth. But it's a flame to you, my pretty moth. All you will do is use the car for a week, or 2, or 3, dress like a greaser, and then abandon it. Greaser. Yeah, a greaser. For some reason, every time I see the recent owners of the car driving around town in those first few weeks, they always seem to be dressed that way. Perhaps it's an attempt to live in some sort of fantasy. I honestly don't get it. Something strange about the car is that it always has a new car smell. When originally looking into the disappearances of the owners and why the car's abandoned, most people assumed that the people in the car had been murdered. However, that would give off a certain smell. And this car always has that new car smell. So it rules out any foul play. Yeah, giving me fewer answers to go on. So I'll give the car that. It probably has the best smell in the world. But doesn't that make the car more strange than less strange? Look, if you want to have a test drive, and I'd advise against it, I'll go and fetch the keys. But I warn you, this car, it just doesn't want to be owned, which is why it's at the back of the lot. Fine, I'll go fetch the keys. Be right back. Stupid kid. I should have tried harder with the Buick. We both know how this goes now, don't we? Oh, Christine. It seems like you've got yourself another plaything. Be nicer to this one, please. You left the last one in quite a bit of a mess.